Hey, I'm Pastor Dexter with Flourish Church, and once again, we are a church that has a mission and vision to live outside the four walls of our church and to really be integrated into our community so that we can see our community flourish. And one of the ways that we do that is by supporting our local businesses. And today I have the privilege and honor of sitting with the owner of Tiny Coffee Bar right here in Gary, Indiana, in the Miller area, Mr. Matthew. Matthew, how you doing today?
Good. Thanks for coming aboard and thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited for people to hear a little bit about your restaurant and what you all provide and things like that. But before we get into that, can you tell us a little bit about how you got started? What made you plant a business right here in the greater Gary, Indiana?
I would say it's all about family. Gary, to me, it's like Flint, Michigan. It's like St. Louis. It's a town that got left behind. It was a town that helped build America, and my family somehow ended up here. We've been here on and off for almost 20 years or so. And my sister moved back and I was like, hey, you know what? Everybody's like here planted. Why not stay? Like, why not develop something here?
Yeah. That's huge. I think a lot of times people may come into your spot. It's a beautiful spot. I really like what you all have done, how you furnish the place. It really feels very welcoming. And sometimes people get the notion that it's easy. Can you talk a little bit about, starting a business? Maybe just give us a little bit of, the struggles of starting a business.
Well, it's hard. I mean, I've lost a lot of friends and relationships.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's a lot. Like, it's not just like fun. This is a real grind. The wall behind you, like I pumped 300 pounds of concrete into that wall to get it to look the way it does again. There's 32,000 pounds of material has been removed from this building by me and my friends. And then we put it all back together, me and my friend's family, a couple contractors here and there. But I mean, this is no joke. To lift the floor up 4 inches to make it be level again through a whole room, to replace, all the subfloors under the bathrooms, to take the bar outside, and put a new bar in from a bowling alley we brought 2 bowling alley lanes in here. So there's 120 feet of bowling alley in here. So the bar, the tabletops, the window seats, everything is kind of like made of that. So, I mean, even my mom, she got like horribly hurt in the process. She fell down the stairs, and I mean, we didn't know if she was gonna make it to the open. It's been a whole. Everybody thinks everything's sweet. This is a real grind. It's a real hustle, and I knew it was serious in the beginning, but got to sweep a lot under the rug to make it work.
I appreciate that transparency and just to hear the rawness of it. But I know as there are struggles and hardship in birthing a business, what are the joys of running a business?
I mean, sometimes you feel kind of like a magician, there's things that are happening and popping out and it's happening well, and when people are happy, when you're not getting food sent back. I've worked places, I've had a lot of things sent back. When you're seeing success, like when you're seeing chefs not have to remake food, like that's awesome, and to see half of the art on the walls are people who come in and bring us it because they're proud to be a part of it. They're so happy to have us here. So to be able to provide a service to the community in a way that they haven't had it in a while, that's fun for me. And I think that like Gary itself has been disrespected. I would say it's like treated like the armpit of Great Lake, of Lake Michigan. And people drive right through like, oh, that stinks, that's bad, whatever. We've got, I think it's 7 miles of beaches or something like that. Maybe it's more than that, like, but beaches you can walk. We've got the national park. We've got things to be proud of. We've got the mills that fortified the country. Like, we are not Chernobyl. We are Gary, Indiana, like Detroit. I got a lot of respect for grit towns and people who are making it. I see people from the mill. I get the park rangers in. You know what I mean? You get the book clubs. I got a Rotary club. I got 3 book clubs now. We're developing in a way that I never thought we would with parties. I'm getting booked up, weddings, events. I've got this side lot. The beer garden's going to be open in probably like 5 months, right around summer. I'll have an outdoor bar. It's just being able to like make people excited and see people smile and have people just stop the car in the middle of the street like people like skid stop.
What's this?
Yeah, they don't know. They still don't know.
Yeah. Oh man, well you're definitely bringing some sun rays here in the city of Gary, and I love coming to this spot. We were just talking about how I'll be here quite a few times this month. But what should people expect when they come into Tiny Coffee Bar? Talk a little bit about your menu. What do you all serve?
When you come to Tiny's, you should expect a pretty casual environment during the day, like fast casual. Like, all right, you come in, you get a good sandwich. We cure our salmon here in-house in gin or mezcal. So, we try to do things fresh. We don't smoke our brisket. It's done in the oven, but it's like, it's like home. It's like you've heard people say it's like when you go home to mom's house. Like sometimes that's like the goal of a lot of places around here, like to make you feel like you're at home when you're here. And that's kind of the purpose of a lot of the room, a lot of the furniture. But when it comes to the menu, I would say in the evening is truly like a romantic flip. So we changed all the lights, everything's lit off the table. You've got a cocktail bar that's probably compete with most cocktail bars in the city. I was a supervisor, manager, whatever, bartender. I was the everything man over at Henry's on Hubbard, which is now Barstool Sports Bar in Chicago, right next to Howl at the Moon. Our goal was to have fire cocktails and quick food. Now I'm trying to do really good food and really good cocktails. We have our own coffee roaster. You can buy beans here. There's a little bit of everything. Eventually you'll be able to come buy wine here. I've got a license where I can sell in stock things that you can't just buy at the store. So if there's a wine you might fall in love with that we have here, you can buy bottles here for a decent price. We're just trying to get there.
Yeah, for sure. Man, that's super excited. So I know after hearing that menu and all the items that they have, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there now in Northwest Indiana that are going to be standing on tiptoes of participation just to get here. So can you tell them where you're located? Yeah, that'd be good.
I kind of messed up. I wasn't really thinking. I didn't explain my dinner menu at all. Okay. I told them like some stuff on the breakfast. I was like, what are they gonna come here for? I was like, but we got pork belly fried rice, which is a lot like hibachi. I'm a foodie. I love ramen. My inspiration for ramen comes from High Five Ramen, which is under Green Street Smoked Meats in Chicago, by Soho House. I've got a traveled palate. So when it comes to like vegan stuff, we love mushrooms. We've been trying to get in fresh mushrooms and stuff like that, all different types. So you could expect to have some good vegan options. We got a vegan chicken sandwich, vegan chorizo sandwich. We've got pretty awesome salads. I really appreciate you coming by, and we're located at 555 South Lake Street in Gary, Indiana, and we'd love to have you guys out. We're 3 blocks from the national park.
Yeah, so down the street from the beach. Come check it out. Come and support Tiny Coffee Bar. Let's continue to help our businesses flourish right here in the city of Gary, Indiana.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.